I'm liking the strategy here in the pistol. They're dropping the smokes. They're going to isolate the player on the bomb site. And Tenacity now pushing through.
Shots starting to ring on through. We see csgo really show up and show off. Finding out two for himself. One Flatcher gets one, but of course, Brut Monster there for one as well. Leaves it all down to GXX and one Flatcher. Last 2 men standing here in the 2v4. Things are in a difficult position here if you're Guild Eagles. You're trying to get the plants on the ground. You're able to do so, but the players around the corners kind of show you up and show you off. With Brut Monster and Avon both finding out the final 2 frags to allow Zero Tenacity to go ahead.
Very, very nice. Oh no, I believe AVN, in fact.
Yeah.
Deep hit towards Palace.
Oh, GX, that's so unfortunate. That's the bomb going down, the upper falling away as well. We're all starting to see the push come off of that. Meanwhile, csgo just has to read. Finds out the first there on Decon. Bit of util going to be played out there to go ahead and try and isolate their way out. 2 players to deal with towards site, 1 into Palace. And as we see the first fall, csgo loses his head, leaving it into a 3v3. Right now, man, Guild, they're still in a scary spot, but they're finding these picks. But Nemaha able to go ahead get the trade. GXX or Avon finds out a nice little frag, dropping out of Palace, is able to get himself a kill. Living it all down to the final man, and it's down to 1 Flatcher, and they're not aware where he is. Look at this, he's in the Palace. He's going to start to peek, finds out the first, but the MP9, oh, he runs out of ammo. We'll see 1 Flatcher go ahead and take up the first for the side of Guild Eagle in an incredibly desperate round. But we're seeing Zero actually looking to try and counter that. Of course, it's not done again by Guild Eagles. They're just going to play this classic A execute. Utility starts to get tossed out, and the push begins once again. Players out of Palace, players on the ramp. Let's see which way this goes as we see some shots taken on off in the first player fall. csgo eliminated out immediately. Leaves it down into a 4v5 as his players edge their way on the site. Some good damage is done, but they haven't been able to connect themselves a kill just yet. As Senri and Synopsy follow it up on the Brut Monster and Nemaha, leaving it all down to Simk as well as Avon. And unfortunately for them, well, it's a 2v5.
We could have seen a very different round, and it also really makes you question, why is kyofo on the bomb site alone? He's just got a FAMAS, doesn't have any util remaining. It's not going to be easy to try and, defend the bomb site alone. Simka will fall to Rigon as well, and they can save the AWP for GXX. So, out, we need to see an aggressive play. We are somewhat seeing it towards Apps, and there it is. First round with the AWP, first kill of the round. And we're going to be seeing this re-aggression towards middle from Namana, but Rigon finds with ease. AVN as well, tucked away in Con, has been spotted, but there it is. Rigon, I pointed him out as being such a key player for Guild, and he's shown it here in round number 8.
Yep, no, able to go up and really show off quite a bit of work, but now they've got to go ahead and look for the closings, as we do see 3 players still remaining here for Zero Tenacity. It's the 3v4.
Synopsy was able to creep through jungle just on a timing, and now just going to be clearing everything. Simka going to be falling in seconds.
Oh,
he's not seen him yet. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, and I think that all just comes with timing. We saw Brute Monster holding with the AWP, but just as kyofo looked away and Brute Monster was climbing up ticket, that's when we saw Synopsy creep on through jungle.
Things are going to be in a really rough state for Zero Tenacity. They're going to be playing catch-up well into the second half if they're not too careful. Oh, it's just an all-out rush. This is brutal. Just making their way onto the B site. We could see Zero Tenacity possibly find things out here, but they're already swarming site. And as we see Senri get one, Avon, they're on the trade. Leaves it down to a 4v4. There's certainly a retake in this. I mean, this could go the way of Zero Tenacity. They play their cards right, but players start to get picked apart. We see 1 Flatcher find out Nemaha. Avon follows as well, and oh dear. Just rushing the site. Guild Eagles, that's mean. That's brutal. Why do you do him like this? It's all down to Brut Monster. He's got the op, gets himself a consolation prize. But the rounds, it has certainly gone the way of Guild Eagles once again.
Yeah, that's an absolutely incredible call from Synopsy. Devil Walk as well, potentially chiming in for that one. It's the first round they find out that Brute Monster has the AWP.
Zero Tenacity have no way to catch up here in the first half, and they're going to be looking to go ahead, play a game, but catch up from here on out. So they need to close the scoreline as quickly as they can. But look at that. That's a good pick. Nemaha able to follow it up, finds out Rigon, leaves it down into a 4v2, and finally, Zero Tenacity starting to activate, but very quickly. Guild Eagles go ahead, trade things right back onto their heads, leaving it into a 2v2. Synopsy, he sneaked his way through the smoke, being a bit of a smoke criminal, you could say. Just leave it into a 2v2, but of course, csgo, good for 1, retakes the fight. Synopsy wins it. He is tanked down quite low, has to deal with Simk, and as he goes ahead, retreats back, going ahead for the bomb. He's got plenty of time, could rotate towards the opposite end of the map, but doesn't seem to opt to it. Oh, he just has no idea. Oh, Simk. Well, that's going to be him found out. Nicely done. Simke able to close it out. Grabs himself a free rifle in the form of an op there for Zero Tenacity. Scoreline here at the end of the half.
Something to mention, we kind of spoke about stats at the start of the game about how Zero Tenacity were ever so slightly favored on Mirage. And quite similarly, they're slightly favored on Inferno. But it's clear to see that the stats aren't that important regarding map win percentages, because I think Guild, they're fighting in a different league. You know, although it's kind of 50-50 regarding their win percentages, Guild, they're going to be playing against tougher opponents. They're going to be playing against, you know, I'd say maybe harder tournaments, because they have played at the highest level. These HLTV stats are going to be taking into account them playing in these RMRs, them succeeding and playing against, you know, the toughest of opponents. So I think although the stats are fairly similar, you have to remember that Guild, they are still the favored side, and it's clear to see in this one, although a 3 versus 2, 2 players have been chipped away at GXX very heavily. Quite luckily is that AWP, but bomb has been denied by Simke.
A big opener coming out there. Does leave it down to this 2v2, of course, as they edge their way up. Rygon. Ooh. That's going to be avoided. Well, as they try and edge their way along. Shots ring through. Kajofo does deny the bomb plant. Leaves it down to a 1v1. Rygon versus Simke. As the swing comes out, Rygon is able to win it on out. And Guild Eagles are able to go ahead and put themselves up with another on the board. They convert the half handily. Sit at a 8-4.
And it should go the way of ZT, but potentially the dominance and the confidence could come through for Guild to close things out in a 2-0 fashion. Kyofo, though, with 2 great openers with the Glock. The B-bomb site open for the taking, and now a tough retake, but GXX started off nicely, eliminating Brute Monster. 2 players at the back of the bomb site here. GXX. Oh, lovely shot there. And now Rigon's Julie is going to be ringing true. Avian's been spotted. GXX, an incredible pistol round, but still favored. Rigon, 1 versus 2, trying to isolate the Jules, swinging out to the back of the bomb site. The T's attempting to regroup, and he secures another. Still trying to find this final player in Kyofo, and he will eliminate. Kyofo with 4 in the pistol. An incredible set of openers from Kyofo. Zero Tenacity, they take it on the T side.
I see, take that. Definitely player of the hour there on the duelist. Was able to do quite a bit of work to leave it into a winning favor here for Zero Tenacity. Of course, it brings them back within 3. It's just Kajofo all day, just looking so good. And I mean, that speaks to a lot being together for 3 years, as well as pushing your way on to many majors and looking to go ahead and try and push their way up. It's just why they perform at such a high level so consistently. But the question is, will they be able to keep using that today? Because we're seeing Zero Tenacity starting to even the odds. They're back down into just a 2-round deficit, but Sanry in the back line able to go ahead and find out one. Avon does get traded, leaves it down to a 3v3. See GXX go ahead and sing out for 1. That's the opper. Trying to go for 2. Will be denied, though. Kajofo good for that one, while Rygon gets another bit of aggression. Going to be punished there. Leaves it down into a 1v1. And we're going to see this player look to edge his way up. It's one flat true. Looks for 1. Gets some tags and finds the brag. As we do see, ultimately, the side of Guild Eagles.
I like how Guild Eagles are playing. The second they realized that they're against the AWP, they went for that B-rush, and it just denied Brute Monster being able to find anything. And nice spray there from Synopsy to find Simke. When Flatro's going to be swinging on through, attempting to find through the smoke, and will eventually do so. But yeah, I think the real problem that Zero Tenacity have faced, and Brute Monster especially, not being able to utilize that AWP. And speaking of it, GXX finds one with the big green. Scenario's kind of just playing with his food, jumping with the MP9. Steps are being heard. Brute Monster holding, awaiting one Flatro swing. Will spot him out. Nice shot there from Brute Monster. But Synopsy, it's a fast rotation in. They're so worried about Scenario. And Kyofo, best of luck. 1v4, low HP. Synopsy will find 3 in that one. But Guild Eagles, they step one step closer.
And, well, things are in an interesting position here for them, as we do see Zero Tenacity starting to make the push on out. Of course, Rygon is able to activate, finding 2 for his life, as he does get traded out there by AVN. It leaves it down into a 3v4. More shots ring through. Synopsy able to follow it up. Lugs for a bit more, but Brute Monster, look at that. Able to go ahead and find the swinging player, one Flatcher, to go ahead and commit plant.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing an AWP for M4 change here.
This is a really good angle for both these players here when it comes down to it. This plan is superb. We'll see if they're able to go ahead and use it, though. Shots start to ring through the smoke. Kajofo.
Kyofo finds the fuse. He finds a player in the smoke, assumes it's the diffuser. And I like
That's
what Guild do
brutal.
there. I like it. They position one player in the smoke just as a bait, just as kind of a body block, and after they fall...
Just able to go ahead, bait one player's life for another, and that player that didn't die was the diffusers. They're just able to hold on to it. Works out perfectly. Now, as we do get underway, Zero Tenacity, last-ditch effort. They play towards mid. Raygon finds out the first one to Kajofo. Nimahat, that's aggressive. Hello, able to go ahead, find out two, and the trades come through. Brut Monster able to find one out as well. Leaves it down to the final two. That's Synopsy and Senri being the last two men standing. Of course, Senri about catches one and ultimately does. Synopsy still on the ace side to take this fight. They're not going to be expecting him to be here. He's able to go ahead, ring out for one. They know that there's two players on either side, and Senri picks apart the other, leaving it all down to SimK. And oh dear lord.
Synopsy somehow evades him. And again, he's crept past the corner. Synopsy.
He's
not
dead.
Not going to be able to get through Murder Hole in time. This was a 4 versus 2 though for Zero Tenacity. The problem they felt is that the bomb, it was towards short. Oh, and that's how things end. A spray through a smoke scenario finishes it.
No!
Guild successful here on Mirage in a very dominant fashion, 13-6. But Zero Tenacity, I like the aggression from Namana. They push.
We get underway.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real quick start needed from Zero Tenacity. They need to find success on the CT side, but no, already things coming true for Guild as Rigon starts things off nicely to find one, but Namana back at the bomb site, dancing in the smoke, trades himself to the Glock, but Namana doubles down, Simka aggressing, and there we have it, round already over as Guild shut down here. They did get the bomb down, so it...
Well, as they edge their way up, a bit of utility is placed on down. Shots will ring through. Avon finds out the first. Of course, we do see Senri there on the trade. Still a player on site to deal with. Bit of damage goes out. Kajofo finds one. Bomb does get planted. It's left down to a 2v3. Both these players are incredibly low. Synopsy holding on to a Galil along with his teammate of Senri. They're into a 2v3. They're both playing off that same angle. Smoke gonna go down. That's gonna give quite a bit of room here to Zero Tenacity. They tap the bomb. Try and force a spray. Shots ring through. We did see Nimaha go ahead and find out one. And oh, that's dirty. Edge of the smoke. Able to find out the first. Senri does get a kill. But with the body block, we do see one fall. But the bomb still being stuck is going to be diffused out successfully. Beginning of each half. But the question is, will they be able to go ahead and continue up the dominance? Or will we see things start to fall apart? Shots ring through very quickly. Raygon looking incredibly hot. He's able to find himself out too. Leaves it down to AVN as well as Nimaha. And unfortunately here for Zero Tenacity, the run of rounds they were hoping to attribute to themselves seems to have come to a close as we do see Guild Eagles go ahead.
Clean, clinical shots there from Rigon. It's exactly what we expect from him. He's such a key player. Nice double here from Namana. The finances for Guild not looking that good. The investment in the next is going to be pretty poor. Certainly not going to be easy. An AK versus an MP9. Util making its way over towards A now. Kyofo has been spotted, just attempting to keep the attention away. But as the flash comes through, and the molly as well, Brute Monster has been found. Nice opener from Rigon. 3 defenders on the A-bomb site, taken down with ease. And Guild, they secure the round. The stack was perfect, but it doesn't matter. All players swinging there from... We've got a lurk in middle here from Rigon. Rigon, always a player that Zero Tenacity need to be quite cautious of. Brute Monster looking to push through the smoke. Namana found. Kyofo could fall as well. And the double from Rigon sets things in motion for Guild. We're going to see rotations come through from Zero Tenacity, and they could be caught in the open, and that's exactly what happens. GXX finds AVN. Simka and Brute Monster now to best the 2 versus 3, but Simka finds the low HP, aware of scenario in the smoke. It's now on Juan Flatro, dropped down to half HP, needs to maneuver himself around. A Brute Monster, a 1 versus 1 against a low HP player. He has an HE grenade as well, and he's going to be sending it. Juan Flatro's going to fall. Oh, 2 HP now. Juan Flatro will be found, but still... very dicey. Synopsy, though, not moving a muscle. No real need to peek. And if Brute Monster gets inquisitive, which it looks as though he is, Synopsy could find this pick. And the crunch through B could be impending. First pick found, though, Juan Flatro. Key kill onto AVN. Simka tucked in the corner, awaiting for this aggression, but it's yet to come through yet. And this is now where Synopsy progresses. We've got Synopsy in the backline. Simka, though, finding 2. Seneri needing to just wait for his teammate. Synopsy now pushing through. Brute Monster has been found. And it's a 3 versus 2 with a low HP Namana. Guild set themselves up for the 4th hit.
I know things begin to look really good here for the side of Guild Eagles. They're lucky to go ahead, break this tie, bring into favor. Of course, GXX Starts to fear his way around, finds out one of the players that was rotating away to try and save over. It's closer and closer to that 6th round marker. And of course, at 7, they could possibly play for the conversion. That's 3 rounds away now. But the question is, will they be able to make that push all the way there? Well, they look to edge their way around. Look at this. So aggressive. Up! Is able to find out one. You'll love to see it. Of course, the trades do start to ring on through. AVN, along with the rest of his team, really starts to fall out. Of course, Prop Monster is last man standing. He's holding over here towards B, all on his lonesome. His teammates on the opposite end of the map. He's going to be found out here as he peeks through. One flat troop is able to find him and leaves it all down to the B site. And this is well done and dusted. This is going to be Guild Eagles going ahead, taking a 6th. I don't see anything else coming through unless Kajova does something really surprising.
You're really struggling. And at that moment, we saw 4 1v1s all being taken. It was GXX, you know, with the orb. I'm sure Guild aren't going to allow it. Yeah, GXX slowly creeping. Could be found here. It's all about timing on the swing.
Good info. Look at that.
There we have it. Could find 2.
Oh, he plays!
Jumping round. And there it is. 2 picks coming the way of Zero Tenacity. And Juan Flatro knows he needs to accelerate here towards the A bomb site. It is currently open, but the bomb has been lost. And Avian finds another. I mentioned there needs to be some real heroics from Zero Tenacity. They've got to somehow win this half by, and they've set themselves up brilliantly. Synopsy, though, going to be creeping down the stairs. Could find both of these players here. Eliminates AVN. Aware of the flank of Simka. Will find him as well. And it's now on a 2v2. Namana does have the AWP, but it's all up to Brute Monster to delay and deny. And Rigon progressing has been spotted. Brute Monster's Deagle needing to connect. And dealing damage. And will find. It's a 1 versus 2 now for Synopsy. Bomb going down. Brute Monster a little bit tentative, but going to be peeking now. The Deagle Brute Monster comes through. Zero Tenacity and win the half by somehow finding success here.
That is brutal. They should not have been able to take it their way.
And that's a little too out of hand, potentially. So many flashes towards middle here. The triple nades. Namana lucky to be alive. And it is going to be this B play. Brute Monster with the AWP will find one. Defending alone. Needs to put up a good performance here. Holding Scenario. Surely a simple shot. And finally, Zero Tenacity's AWP. Brute Monster having this impact.
There we go. Oh, one flat true. Looks really good. Unfortunately for him, he turns his tail and starts to rotate away, but unfortunately gets caught. That will be all she wrote. Zero Tenacity
going for a split through B, in fact. The bomb making its way quite heavily. They need to be cautious as Juan Flatro ready and waiting on the defense. Kyofo biding his time. Oh, it's brilliant from Kyofo. He needs to find 2 here to make it worthwhile. Gets the first. Now just trying to be a bit of a nuisance. Mono in a great position here. Zero Tenacity pistol has looked brilliant. Kyofo finds the ring as well.
Oh, that was well played. Zero Tenacity. That was quite unexpected. They go ahead, play the long way, all the way towards that A site to get plants. They're able to do so. It leaves it down just to GXX as well as Sinrate. Not much to be done here. Most likely, they'll look to go ahead and maybe dole out a little bit of extra damage. Maybe go ahead and grind up a little bit more for themselves. But for the most part, we're going to be seeing the side of Zero Tenacity go ahead, bring themselves within 1 of a tie. This is exactly what I expected coming out of this. I expected Zero Tenacity to look brilliant on their pistols. They look to win this one out. They do so.
Will drop a smoke of his own, but it'll deny vision and it won't allow the information that A is the intended goal. Synopsy now looking for a peek.
Oh, look at this.
In such a tough position, has been spotted.
That is rough, but
still finds
good
one.
Luck.
And Scenari's dropped the smoke as well, so it's not going to be easy. But with a nade on the smoke, Scenari has been spotted and will be eliminated. Great find from Zero Tenacity.
That is brutal. Leaves it down to GXX. He's going to go ahead, find out 1, but can't get 2. He needed to get a double there. But as it's not allowed, left it all down into a 2v3. And as we do see, Guild Eagles going ahead and prepping up for this retake. If he got that first one, that could have been the side of Guild Eagles going ahead playing for that.
For their successes. And I think if Guild can have a kind of stronger ability to get the AWP out for GXX, but it is just 2 rifles defending here towards the A bomb site. Smoke towards Heaven. They're going to drop a smoke to defend and delay, but still, Zero Tenacity looking to make their way out. AWP in hand, and there it is. GXX, first shot found. Posted up towards Bricks, and will eliminate Brute Monster as well. Great finds here, but Kyofo still fighting. 4 on 3 now.
Yeah, no, huge look there. Of course, God, GXX just looking clinical today. He's able to go ahead and find himself out a cheeky double. Of course, in the back line, Nemaha finds out one flat through, makes his way up. Some aggression there. Rygon finds a kill, but GXX is able to close things out as well. His teammate does kill him as well.
Is currently holding, but it is going to be this crunch here on the B bomb site. We've got two defenders deep towards a late rotation. It's all on Rigon here to defend. Flashbang coming through towards Electric. Rigon needs to find them both, and he does. Switches to the knife though, and Brute Monster eliminates. A 3-on-3. Guild still can take this, but not going to be easy.
Oh, look at that. Good timing. Senray able to find out one for himself, leaves it down into a 3v2. The advantage going the way of Guild Eagles here into the retake.
But now just going to be looking back towards Electric. Nothing spotted here. We've got a flank from Synopsy, but
shot.
Nice find.
Now it's down to GXX. Makes his web, he's aware, but the shots from AVN is able to close it out. And ZT, 0 tenacity.
Most plays boost on the kind of the top right-hand side, yeah.
That could be so cheeky. It could work out. Oh, GXX, he was spotted. That's so unfortunate. He didn't know he was spotted either. That's going to cost the mid. Oh, dear Lord, just so quick. AG puts down one flash through as well. God. Well, I think that might be it. Senry.
Tenacity. They've done it. They've taken Anubis.
Yeah.
I can't see a way of Guild breaking their way back into it. It's just Rigon has to save for that final round with Zero Tenacity.
First map, but of course, coming up into the second, this is where Zero Tenacity had the chance to go ahead and try and swing away from things, possibly do it in 2-1. And as they've done it,
they're going to be making their way, and the setup is strong. We've got two players very much away on the A-bomb site. It's going to be a 4v2 here. Best of luck to Guild. Best of luck to Rigon and Wamflatro.
What?
Nice double from Rigon.
Love that. That's a good look. Rygon able to go ahead and find out two. He gets himself a third. They look to play for the retake, and uh-oh. I mean, this is what I was speaking about. We could see them look to try and push their way into overtime.
I like this from AVN. He's going to keep them guessing.
Oh, yeah.
They should be aware that he's main, but there's that kind of chance. Oh, is he pushed through to Temple? Is it going to be this A play? But I like what we're seeing from Guild. Oh, they give up a pick! Well, the reload comes through, and Senary eliminates. The orb can be saved as well, but Guild, they find success, and you have to praise Rigon there. I guess
more power to him.
Senary. MP9's here. If you can get a double, I'll take everything back. I'll eat my hat. There's the flashes. There's the first MP9. Oh, Kyofo! Gonna go down. The MP9s! Oh, but they've done it!
Oh, it's like I said. They wanted the MP9s, man. Come on, leave them alone. They had this in the bag.
How have they done it? They've made things possible. And I'll be honest,
that's MP9 exclusive. I mean, come on now. You gotta be using an MP9 Max 10 to make that work. Like maybe the MP9 is the key here. Maybe we just weren't aware.
Yeah, look at that. Kyobo's never killing them in that scenario. Great for Wamflatro to find pick, still damage, but it was the MP9s that reigned supreme here. And Guild Eagles will have battled back.
No, they definitely would have. Ooh, that utility put down. Synopsy.
Oh! Synopsy finds Namana. Senary's jumping into the bomb site. Gonna drop a smoke to delay and deny. Oh, they line up as well. Somehow Guild, they found the picks. They're heading to OT. It's a 5 versus 1. All on the Orb Brute Monster. Can't find anything. Guild Eagles take it. We're in overtime. There's a world in which Anubis could be going the way of Guild. What is happening? First play they've got to deal with, though, is Rigon's Orb. And whether they're ready for the double Orb is the question. With the flashes coming over, Namana dropping through. Not going to be an easy round here, but still, Rigon posted up with the Orb. Going to be finding his first bit of impact. It is the Orb of Brute Monster to fall. Wamflatro still tucked away. Simka aggressing, but Wamflatro finding, and there's a flank coming through, but Namana deals with it well.
Nicely done there. Of course, we do see them all taken apart piece by piece as they try and make their way up. Wamflatro, the hero of the day, able to go ahead, find himself out a nice little 3-piece. Of course, his teammate. Yeah, no massive pick coming through there. Of course, Synopsy looking to make his way on up. Oh, the timing is good. He nearly gets 2, only gets 1 for his time. Of course, the damage is big, but Simk able to swing through, gets himself a second. Senary falls. He'll get into a 3v3.
Oh, the molly here. Simka needs to be so cautious.
Oh, he got away. I thought he was dead.
Almost, but still full HP, and will be that quick rotation at the end. It's going to be tough here. Simka attempting to lurk, but Rigon finds his kill every day of the week, and there it is. That's
expected. Now Wamflatro, it's got to come up and look good. Kill is found. Yeah, no, he could. Oh, look at this. Oh!
Oh,
How does he not find it? There it is. There it is. Oh, I don't know how he didn't get that kill into the smoke to deny bomb, though. That was...
He must have shot him through between the legs about 10 times.
I thought Kajofo was about to push through that smoke.
That's another kill going the way of Guild. Rigon somehow alive. The nade should have killed him.
God, how are you alive? Yeah, well, I didn't see him surviving for too long. Front Monster goes ahead, follows it up, finds out one. Synopsy's good for 2. Look at that. It leaves it all down to Kajofo. Kajofo.
Many opportunities to close it out in regulation. GXX might fall here, but it doesn't really matter. They got so much finances. I think the real problem that Zero Tenacity face here, not only do they need to win both but through canals, but now the execute incoming.
You see them start to make their way on up. Shots ring through. Synopsy, GXX find us out. Frags leaving it down to SMK as well as Nima. And this is looking like all she wrote for. Guild Eagles possibly about to do this in 2-0. And that is rough for Zero Tenacity. They had a real chance into this series. Let's see if they can go ahead and pull this back here in this late stage. But man, it is a hard-fought battle to do so. SMK has to win this first fight, and there it is. Gets the first. That's the Opera going down. Of course, a teammate falls, leaves it all down to himself. They start to swarm forward. That'll be Rigon closing things out. Rigon able to finish it, and we see a nice little 2-0 out of Guild Eagles, able to go ahead and close things swiftly to join Sinners Esports on the table, sitting 2-0 in the group stage.
Yeah, it was a great game there from Guild Eagles. They're going to be happy with the result of that. Obviously, it's the 4th time they've